Hello, hello. How's it going? I hope that you all are feeling blessed today. And I just want to say thank you for joining us. Hi, 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 everyone. God bless you today. I'm so happy to be able to spend time with you. And my name is Letitia, and I'm the author of Get Up, You Big Fat Procrastinator. Get Up, You Big Fat Procrastinator. It is quite a tongue twister, and we are here live on Facebook and Instagram. So I want to welcome you to a live I Choose Me segment. And so we've been gone for a little bit. I miss you all. And again, hi Instagram, hi Facebook, hi YouTube. Uh, I am so thankful to see you all once again. And today is Memorial Day 2022. And I just want to say thank you to all of the service people who have served our country, and of course, remembering the ones who have fallen. God bless the families. God bless you for serving. We appreciate you so much. We're so thankful for you. And we're also praying for those that went checked in for duty today. We know of a young man that decided he wanted to join the Air Force, and we're so godly proud of him and proud of his family, and we're just very gracious for his selfless act and for all of the selfless acts across the country. Also, we're praying for the families and the community in Uvalde. We know that that was a very senseless crime, and there's a lot going on concerning it. But please know that we are praying for you all and praying for the families, and we're so very sorry for what took place there. And then on a happier note, happy graduation. Good job to you all. We're so godly proud of you. Keep on striving, keep on going. Whether you graduated from kindergarten or got your doctorate degree, we're so godly proud of you. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. As a matter of fact, I have one of my young ladies that I trained for years. She just got her doctorate degree in physical therapy, and she got it before she was 24 years old. So, congratulations, my dear. We're so godly proud of you as well. And we have a young cousin, he's my second cousin in Indiana, who got he's going to play basketball, and he just graduated this year. Congratulations to you. I'll be cash apping you, okay? Sorry for the late, but I'll get you a couple of dollars. And just God bless you all real good. And so the last group of people that I want to say congratulations to are there's several girls that I've been training these last few years and have put some good focus on them. They received their scholarships, and they're going to school to play volleyball. So I'm so happy. I'm waiting for one more to say yes or, get her offers in. They're very talented girls. And so I'm so godly proud of you all as well. Congratulations, congratulations. And guess what? Guess who's in town? Our dear son Zachary. He's here. And we're, of course, just enjoying loving on him and just having a good time as a family. And so I am very happy. Let's see here. There's some things going on. Let me see if I close this. Okay, on live. All right, so very happy to have him here with us. Zachary was in Germany, and now he's here hanging out with us for a couple of months, and we'll be doing some training, and we'll see what happens next with him. So that's all my hellos, but I want to just thank you all for supporting what we do here by, of course, picking up your signed copy of Get Up You Big Fat Procrastinator, okay, and visiting the website and getting our merchandise like this wonderful I Choose Me um, hoodie. The I Choose Me hoodie is a pink one. Hope you guys can see it okay. And then, of course, other merchandise. So, thank you so much for supporting us because as you do that, it gives us an opportunity to show other people or talk to other people about hope, right? And so the message getting across the globe of I choose me and the getting up and the no trace is very important. And we appreciate you doing that. So visit the website at letitiabrown.com to get you a copy of our book, No Trace, and then, of course, a copy of the book, Get Up, You Big Fat Procrastinator. And then, of course, as you jump on, I want to encourage you, please, 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 to hit the like button and shoot out some hearts and let me know that you're there. And of course, I appreciate it so much if you could share the message with somebody else. Now, again, for those of you who are not familiar with the I Choose Me message, it is about creating a lifestyle of balance for yourself by choosing to be emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, or vocationally healthy first so that you can be of service to others. Remember, you matter, and it's okay to take care of yourself first so that you can effectively take care of others. And we know we talked about it several times that when you are on an airplane, the attendants they tell you to buckle up first and take care of yourself first and mask yourself first and then go and help somebody else. And so, in light of all the stuff that's going on here in America, in our city, in our state, in the country, in other countries, it's important that we take care of our mental and emotional health so that not only are we a service to others, but that when we're faced with situations, we can handle them more effectively because we've taken the time to make sure that we are healthy in those areas. And the topic this today is called Accepting All of Me for Me. Accepting all of me just for me. And acceptance is defined as the action of consenting to receive or undertake something offered. I accept me. I've been offered this opportunity to be fully me, the unequivocal, undeniable me. I like the way the great Maya Angelou said it. She says, pretty women wonder where my secret lies. I'm not cute or built to suit a fashion's model size. But when I start to tell them, they think I'm telling lies. I say, it's the reach of my arms, the span of my hips, the stride of my step, the curl of my lips. I'm a woman, phenomenally. Phenomenal woman, that's me. But y'all, that's me. I'm a phenomenal woman, and I'm accepting all of me. And I hope, beloved, that you're doing the same thing too. And guess what? If there's any changes that I need to make, I'm okay and I'm willing to make those changes. And as a woman, as a human being, I have the right to make changes. But as long as I accept me for me, not based on anybody else, I'm good. And guess what? You know, there's hundreds of topics that we can talk about as it relates to accepting ourselves, but I want to focus briefly on these four topics regarding accepting all of me for me, and I won't be for you before you long. And the four topics are flaws, body dysmorphia, beauty, and beliefs. Now, regarding flaws, neither of us is perfect. None of us are perfect. But in this imperfection, the imperfection of my body, imperfection of whatever, got it? Guess what? I'm super excited about the journey of getting better. And I love the idea of having options. In our flaws, like I mentioned, we all have them. You could be that person that maybe your hair is thinning on the edges and you're like, look, I need to figure out how to handle this situation, and you maybe put some mascara and you draw in your edges. but you do what you need to do, right? In those flaws. You may be one of those people that are, knock knees, meaning your knees kind of rub together when you run or when you walk or what have you. And you're saying, Lord, I wish that I didn't have these knock knees. But baby, I want to encourage you to be blessed and be thankful that you have knees because there are people that don't have them. So, with your knock knees, with those edges, bend with those knees, run with those knees, jump with those knees, get on your knees and pray, and just thank God for it. And I know that I'm kind of being funny regarding it, but the truth is that we all have flaws, and we learn to still love ourselves. And if we can make adjustments in some of those flaws, we just make the adjustment as we are taking the time to accept ourselves for who we are. Um, and then the other thing is that, as I mentioned, that I want you to be thankful of the things you may call flaws and what other people may call or consider to be flaws. Because guess what? Those so called flaws that you have, those are the things that make you who you are. Maybe you have character or behavior or personality flaws, like you lack integrity, kindness. Maybe you're verbally abusive to other people. You lack compassion for others. I want to encourage you to recognize them and work to make those flaws better. Thank God for chances to make things better. But more importantly, remember, you're not the only one. You're not the only one with flaws. But when you start to understand and realize of those flaws or those things that you may be a little bit uncomfortable with or that you can change, it's still a part of you. And some of those imperfections are what make you absolutely beautiful. And then if there's other things like the character flaws, or maybe you need to put some mascara on that little area or something, do what you need to do. But know that you are beautiful, and God loves you, and you are not a mistake. But also know that we all have flaws. You're not by yourself. And this is one thing that I've been hearing about lately, and kind of discouraged a little bit, but not really discouraged, but I'm concerned about it. And this is the body dysmorphia kind of thing. And it's defined as a mental health condition where a person is constantly thinking about their perceived flaws or the defects of their bodies. And it could be something that's minor or insignificant to other people, like when we look at somebody that has body dysmorphia. But for that person who suffers from it, they can feel embarrassed, stressed, and it may cause them to feel extremely uncomfortable around other people. And I knew this person who was suffering, or I think they still do, are suffering from body dysmorphia. And when they looked in the mirror, they saw something completely opposite of what everybody else saw. They were obsessed with hiding it, talking about it, and constantly trying to fix it. And their biggest obsession was their weight. And they were, and that person is still extremely underweight, right? But when she looked at herself, or when they looked at themselves, they saw this large person. But to us, to our eyes, we're looking at this person who's underweight. Well, I found out that this started to happen because she was with this group of girls, and somebody asked the question, like who's the biggest or the fattest in the group or whatever, and they said that she was. And from that point on, she got obsessed with the idea that she was fat. And it was just because of a comment that these kids made, which all of the girls were very skinny girls, including her. And she took it as it was something that was wrong with her. And then something in her head snapped, right? This kind of illness, the body dysmorphia, can be triggered from abuse. It can be triggered from somebody bullying you, genetics, competition in all kind of areas, whether it's an athletic competition or whether it's a competition to, theater, or just competing with your friends, right? And then also what you watch on television on the internet. Those kind of things will help you make poor decisions about your body, right? When the truth is that you're beautiful, and the comments of others are not the defining points of who you are. Got it? And again, I just want you to be encouraged that you are not alone and you are loved. I swear to God, when I'm obsessed with something or I'm distressed about something, uh, I not only want to speak words of affirmations, but I use the word of God. And I use it because it is alive and is sharper than any two-edged sword. And the word of God, when I'm obsessed with something, it cuts through all the muck, it gets me back in alignment, and it helps to wash away my negative thoughts. The word I say the majority of the time in our family is, Father, cleanse my conscience of dead works so that I can serve you. And I may have to say it 2, 3, 4, 5 times, but eventually all of that crazy thought that I had in my head, it goes away. And so and I've probably mentioned this to you before, but it's a good word for you to use. Another one is that you can speak if you're dealing with your body, or you know somebody else that's dealing with their body. Is Psalms 139, 13 through 14, where the Bible talks about being fearfully and wonderfully made. Or Genesis 1, 26 through 27. I am made in God's image and his likeness. And if I'm made in God's image and his likeness, this only good in God. And because I'm made in his image and his likeness, and I put that in my head and I keep speaking that to myself, then regardless of what I see, in the physical, or what other people may perceive, or I even may perceive about myself, I am made in the image of God and in his likeness, which is all good, right? All right. And so in Ephesians 2 and 10, you can use that. For I am God's masterpiece. I love that one. I love knowing that I am God's masterpiece. That's amazing, right? And so regardless of what my eyes may be telling me, or even if somebody makes a goofy remark, I am God's masterpiece. The other topic that I want to talk about, number 3, is beauty. Beauty is not superficial. True beauty is not superficial, and it is not externally service driven. Beauty is internal acceptance of who you are and standing in the truth of who you are. And as I mentioned in Psalms 139, 13 through 14, David writes, For it was you who created my inward parts. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I will praise you because I have been fearfully and wonderfully made. Yes, I may be down. Yes, I may be going through some situations. But guess what? I know that I can make some adjustments for preservation purposes. I can dress up or put on makeup and take care of my body because I want to look good. But beauty is so much more than just the physical. It's your soul. It's your spirit. It's your heart. It's how you treat people. It's how you handle friendships and relationships and loved ones. Sometimes you look at what industry calls beauty, or not, and you wonder why some people have internal acceptance of who they are and why they're able to get the best out of life. These people get the best out of life because they love life. They love the opportunities that life has to offer. And guess what? That attracts people, that internal beauty. I was watching this Netflix show called Love on a Spectrum, and I fell in love with that show. And I fell in love with some of the beauty of some of the characters in that show. Their kindness, their attention to the details of other people, their kind words. That was true beauty to me. And as you are choosing you and accepting you, I pray that you begin to love on you. Love your body parts and the true purpose of those body parts. I remember I remember this lady that I used to go to the beauty shop, and she would wash my hair, and she put her arm on my head, and it would and she never had any sleeves or anything, and she had these nice chunky arms, and she would plop that arm on my forehead. I go, oh my gosh, why is she? Oh, it feels so good. Her arms were so cool and so soothing, and I would say things like, I bet she's a really good hugger. I bet you, she has a lot of wisdom. And so I just want to say to you all, find the positives in everything about you. Find the positives in beauty, because there are plenty of them. And then lastly, I want to talk about beliefs. And this is in regarding to accepting yourself for who you are. Beliefs. And some of our beliefs are standard, meaning that this is how we think, this is what we believe in. It's, it is what it is. But as I have had a chance to experience life now, I've realized that beliefs have a tendency to change or to adjust for plenty of reasons. And two of those is time and encounters. And regarding time, I don't know about y'all, but I can barely remember what I was doing 30 years ago. Like I can, if I don't look at pictures or what have you, I can almost not remember what I looked like, what I was doing, what my belief systems were, what was going on at the time. But at 30 years ago, I believed that was the world. Like, this is it. This is what's supposed to happen. This is how I'm supposed to behave. This is my belief system. But then as you grow older and as time goes on, whatever I believe, or most of the things, change. And as I continue to experience life, they continue to uh, um, change, to adjust, right? And when you're young, it's hard to fathom what lies ahead of you. That's why the older folks used to say, just live a little, or they're still saying it, right? Just live a little. And now I look at some of the young folk, and I listen to their commentary and their perspectives and their beliefs, and I just smile at them, because they know not what they say. Because they haven't lived long enough, right? And I can attest through experience that my belief systems have changed, and they have evolved over time. Another example is, one time years ago, when I used to work in ministry and go to church, I thought that was my entire life. And there's no shade on any churches or any people that go to church all the time, right? But I thought at that time that my whole life evolved around it, and that was going to be my present and my future and my life forever. That it was going to be within the four walls of the church, 3 to 5 days a week, seeing the same people, talking and having the same conversations and whatnot. But I realized, and I thought over time, that yes, my set place, or this is where I am for right now, but I can make some adjustments, right? And the truth is that when I thought that this was only my set place and there was nothing else out there, I was really wrong. There is a whole big life out there to live, and there's nothing wrong with still going to church, but then experiencing life. I don't have to be in the four walls of the church 5 days out a week anymore. I still love the Lord, and I believe at that time I needed to be there. I needed to be grounded. I needed, that space. But I also realized that as I grow and I develop and time adjusts, that I can accept me for who I am and love on me for me, regardless of anybody saying you have to be here all the time, right? And I want to ask you, like, how has your belief system changed because of time? Are you able to accept all of you for you as you are continuously evolving? And not because others have told you this is how it's supposed to be all the time concerning your desires and what you want out of life? Are you willing to make those adjustments? And then under that is also time, and then encounters. Encounters is number two. Just recently, I had this person, like count encounters, people that you encounter, or situations that you encounter. Recently, I had this person, and I quote, say, "Don't be mad at me because God hears my prayers about you." This person said to me, "Don't be mad," and she was, laughing about it or whatever, but she was saying, "Don't be mad at me because God hears my prayers about you." And that was the end of the quote. And if you're listening, my dear friend, know that I love you. I care about you. I'm so excited about that story because it does make a great story for me to tell. But at the time when it was said, I was shook it that this person was able to say it with such confidence. And basically the thing is that I wanted to do something else and I had been praying about it, and they wanted me to help them with something, and I guess I wasn't as emphatic about my prayer, and ultimately I appeased them. But what that one encounter did to my belief system was, number one, it reminded me that there are people that actually pray opposite of what your desire may be, so that their agenda is accomplished. Wow. Right? Secondly, that trust your own judgment, Letitia, and don't second guess yourself or your instincts. And it's important for you to stick to your guns. Trust what's on the inside of you. That's what that encounter told me. Right? And number three, to understand the importance of forgiveness. Initially, when they said it, I was taking it back at first, and I took it a little way, right? But I knew genuinely they were not trying to harm me at all. So I had to forgive that situation, and forgive that person, forgive all of those years, and even forgive myself for not honing in and sticking to my own thoughts and my own desires. And I need to continue to look forward. And then number four, guess what? After that encounter, I'm not mad about that situation. I find it humorous now, and I think it's a great story. But that's what polarity does for us, right? It allows you to see what you don't want so that you can be extremely focused on the things that you want and that you can accelerate toward those things. And on that note, I'm just really thankful for God's timing. Right? And I thank him for unveiling what was happening behind closed doors, because that doesn't always happen. Sometimes you're in this rat race and you're wondering, why am I in this rat race? It's like, this is what I want, but then there are real life people that may be praying against something that you want. So maybe as you're praying, you just keep your dreams and your goals to yourself. Got it? And then trust that once you have prayed about it, you start moving toward it, right? Because there are other people that could be trying to close doors for you. But again, no shade to that person. Love them dearly. Love them dearly. But having that encounter also helped me to increase in knowledge. And in the end, it's much easier for me to accept me for me and not be moved by what other people may think about me. And guess what? I'm good. I feel real good. And I just want to, with my first day coming back, and I'll be seeing you guys on a regular, I just want to remind you of how important it is for you to choose you so that you can be of service to others. It's important that we're mentally and emotionally healthy in these times so that, again, that we can be of service to others, but then also so that we can have our head right. And we were talking about how important it is to pray. Take time to spend time with the Lord. He'll show you where you need to go, how you need to go, the decisions you need to make. But then as you're seeking him, start moving. Keep moving. Don't stop, right? And everything that you need will happen as you keep moving. God bless you all real good. I hope that I've said something that will be a blessing to you. Again, visit our store at letitiabrown.com, and I look forward to hearing from you. God bless you real good now. Take care, Instagram. Take care, Facebook. Take care, YouTube. Much love to you all. Bye-bye now.